Hey, hello everyone. I hope that you are doing great. And I want to let you know that for last few days, I'm making different type of videos on spoken English, and I'm trying to help you to be a better speaker in English and to avoid unnecessary struggles that you may face when you are jumping into the journey of spoken English. So in this video, I will talk about the mindset that you need to build up as a beginner, and how to do that. I will talk everything in this video. So let's get started. I know to learn a new language and to be a fluent speaker in that language is like a war. You are going to a war and you want to conquer that. So the first weapon that you will need to achieve this fluency level or to conquer this war is the power to ignore all the people's comment that demotivates you. This is the crucial thing, and this is the first and fundamental thing that you need to achieve at the first place. Because when you are trying to start the journey of spoken English, the first thing that may hinder you, that is the people's comment and the judgments of people that they make about your fluency level, about your pronunciation, about your grammatical mistake, about the way you talk. So that's the first thing that you need to work on. Back in my school life and my college life, I was in Bengali medium, so I know this better. How does it feel when people make laugh at you, or people make judgments on your spoken English level, or make judgments about how good you are at English or your English proficiency level. I know this better because it happened with me a lot of time that I mistakenly pronounced some word, or maybe I delivered some sentences that was grammatically incorrect in front of those people who were judgmental, and they demotivated me such a way that I felt so low that I sometimes I thought about the give up. So don't worry, I can absolutely relate with you if you experience this type of things just like me. But from the very beginning, I was completely capable to ignore them, to ignore and avoid all those bad comments or demotivating words that was coming from people, because I prioritized myself, my goal the most, and I prioritized that in a way that I need to achieve the fluency level, or I need to achieve the next level of spoken English or English proficiency. I always prioritized my dream over anything, over the people, over the comments of the people. And that's how I built the mindset, and that's how I overcome all those struggles. I'm not gonna faking with you. I will be so honest about my journey, because I admit that the journey was not so easy. It's so common problem at the initial stage that you will find no words in your head, and you will suddenly feel empty, that you have nothing to speak and you can't continue the conversation. It's a very common scenario, and it happened to me a lot of time. So there is a way out how to overcome this problem, and that is to build your vocabulary castle. When you are trying to learn new words and building your vocabulary castle, you may do a mistake, and this mistake is very much common. That is, we want to learn a big bundle of words, and we write all the words in our notebook or in our pads. When we try to write all them up and try to memorize all them at a time, and what happens? We eventually forget them, and we are not capable to apply any single words in our sentences. At that time, we may feel that we are making so much effort learning vocabularies and making the vocabulary castle, but eventually we are failing at this and the outcome is zero. So that is so much demotivation for us, that frustrates us so much. Now, there is a single way how can you overcome this type of problem, and that is to be consistent. You need to be consistent. You don't need to worry about how you will consume all the words that is available in this world. What you need to do is making some list of words from beginning level, intermediate level, and advanced level, and then gradually going upward. In this way, you will learn words faster and you will retain words faster in your memory. After a certain period, you will notice that you are eventually doing better in spoken English and you are making sentences with all those words you have learned, you have put in your vocabulary castle. The second component of the mindset is to stick with the practice session as much as you can. And to practice, it has no alternative. Literally, to practice, it has no alternative. In order to be good at something, you need to do the certain things repeatedly. This goes for everything. Because, for example, if you want to be a good reader, if you want to be good at reading, you need to read more. Whatever materials you get, you need to consume them, you need to read them. And the same thing goes for listening or writing also. And the same thing happens with spoken part. If you want to be a better speaker, there is no alternative of speaking. You need to speak, speak, and speak. Once you start speaking, you will see that you are making a lot of mistakes, and after a certain period, you will be able to correct those mistakes by yourself and to go forward. By patterning the consistency in practicing, you will make a lot of difference within couple of months. You will see the difference if you start today and if you speak every day, even if it can be for 5 minutes or 10 minutes a day, and you will eventually do a lot better after a couple of months, and you can see the result and you can get motivated by yourself by doing one thing that I actually do for myself, that is recording the video when I speak in English. So you can do the same thing for you. I usually upload the video in YouTube when I speak English, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to show anyone that you can speak in English or you are continuing your journey in English. It's totally fine to keep it secret unless you are satisfied with your spoken English level. But you need to keep patience and keep consistency when you are practicing. So guys, that was the two major components of my mindset building process. First one was to avoid all the unnecessary comments, all the bad comments that demotivates you. And the second component is to be stick with the journey and to be consistent while practicing. I believe that this video will help you in your journey of spoken English and inspire you to stick with your journey and to be a better speaker one day. I don't want to enlarge this video anymore, and that's for today. See you in the next video.